Hey Extraordinerd, yo soy Paola Del Castillo. Como ya sabes, se acerca el estreno de la segunda temporada de The Umbrella Academy y Netflix me permitió platicar un rato con parte de su elenco para que nos cuenten algunos secretos y detalles detrás de esta temporada. Pude platicar por videollamada con Aidan Gallagher y David Castañeda, quienes interpretan a Five y Diego, y también pude hablar con Robert Sheehan y Justin H. Min, quienes interpretan a Klaus y Ben. Estuvo muy divertida la plática y me sentí una más de la familia Hargreaves, al nivel de que Klaus me enseñó sus Funko Pops, así que espero que disfruten este video. Hi guys, how are you?
Very good.
Hi, Paola.
I heard a rumor that the second season is amazing.
Wow.
Yes, that is going around, isn't it?
No, really, congratulations. I really enjoyed this season.
Thank you.
Oh, cool.
There's Rob.
Wow, that's so cool. It must be cool to have your own Funko Pop.
Yeah. You know, he does all my, the boring stuff like the taxes and get the driver's license renewed and all that stuff. So it's
Little
handy.
assistant.
Yeah.
The fight sequences now are more intense, so I guess the scenes were more demanding to shoot. Which was like the particular scene that was like most intense for you?
I have a fight scene with another character, has an interesting relationship to some of the other characters in the band. The choreography was learned maybe an hour before the fight. It was interesting because my dynamic on set is learn lines, do the scene, school, and repeat. So to then throw that in beforehand was probably what made it so intense, but I actually got to see the scene when it was actually cut together. And yeah, we pulled through. It looks really good.
The toughest was the Mexican consulate in the hallway. That was probably the most fearful I've ever been because I had to bust someone's head through a window. They said they had 5 windows, and then they came back and they said they have 4 windows. So then you have 4 takes to get this whole fight scene going. And thankfully, we got it done in 3. But I remember like the moment right before they yelled action, I was looking at the stuntman and he shared this look of let's not hurt each other. They yelled action and it was like a whole dance, and got to break his head through a window and then crack a vase over his head, and he was fine. Perfectly gave me the green light and to continue to, keep hitting him. And
Klaus is now a cult leader. So what can you tell us about what he teaches, and did you have any input on those teachings?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I think Klaus having a sort of a prior knowledge of what the 60s has come to be defined as, the later 60s, the summer of love and all that stuff. It tickled me that Klaus thought he'd kind of get the jump on that movement and just teach kind of peace and love, and trying to break stiff Americans of their social conditioning. Klaus, being ever the flaky twit that he is, I don't think he was particularly bothered by passing down wise teachings, so he kind of just using bits and pieces that sound sort of vaguely wise to him, like from song lyrics and stuff. But because he has all this, I think, foresight from the future, he dupes all these people. So I think it's kind of futurism with the summer of love, peace and love, and all that stuff.
What do you think of this teaching? My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess I still believe.
I know, it doesn't really make much sense out of context, does it?
I was always amazed at the first season when you come in and just slam Hazel into the ground. The amount of force and speed that Hazel hit the floor, I was shocked to learn that he was all right. It was one of my favorite moments from season 1.
You were there when we shot that. I remember in the frame, you would fly off the frame every time.
In the first season, we see Ben is more like Klaus's conscience, but now he's more independent. He shows his own needs. So what has been the evolution of the character?
I think you just mapped that out. He's a tag-along moral compass to Klaus in season 1. Obviously, at the very end of season 1, he becomes more visible through Klaus's powers. And we sort of continue to see that evolution and growth through season 2. You also see that Ben finds a love interest in this season.
Jill, lovely Jill.
The one that you can never remember in any of our scenes.
Yeah. Dutch girl with the limp.
So I think he's doing whatever he can to try and pursue her. And obviously that comes in the form of possession, which is a fun little thing that we got to play around with this season.
Something that I really love about the fight scenes in this series is that they're always paired with amazing songs. Do you know what songs they're going to include before filming, or do you discover that once you watch the show?
Sometimes they'll write it in, other times you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Is there any particular song in this season that you like?
I mean, obviously everyone's, Backstreet Boys is good because there's nostalgia to it. But I'm actually going to say This Is What You Want, This Is What You Get by the, what's that band called?
I like from season 1 is like Hazel and Cha-Cha fighting you guys in the academy with Sinnerman. I thought that was like awesome. That introduced me to that song.
Klaus can see dead people, so Robert, have you ever seen a ghost?
No, but I was here one night actually on this very couch doing my meditations, and something gave me quite a nudge, which was interesting. Sort of went, and then I just sort of went, if you're there, mate, whatever, I'm here as well.
And what about you, Justin? Have you ever seen a ghost?
I have not. If I did, I would be deathly terrified.
Would you? Why?
I don't know. I mean, could it possess me? Would it attack me? Would it just continue to haunt me?
These characters have this love-hate relationship. Do you think they love each other or hate each other? And how has this evolved from the first season?
They love each other. We all express love to each other in very different ways. I know that some of my closest friends get the brunt of most of my abuse,
I think even in their fights, it's always rooted from a place of caring for each other.
Eso fue todo Extraordinerd. Espero que hayan disfrutado este video tanto como yo. La segunda temporada de The Umbrella Academy se estrena este viernes 31 de julio por Netflix. Ya les compartí también mi video de opinión sin spoilers. Espero que les guste y nos vemos en el siguiente video. Para más nerdez, sígueme en redes sociales, suscríbete al canal de YouTube y recuerda, ¿para qué ser un nerd si puedes ser un Extraordinerd? Adiós. ¡Mua!